Hi, I'm Oklahoma City Attorney Aaron Easton, specializing in criminal defense and post-conviction representation throughout Oklahoma. Welcome to another installment of Case Closed, where I share real-life success stories from the courtroom and the valuable lessons learned along the way. Of course, to protect client confidentiality, I won't be sharing any names or identifying details, but the key takeaways from these cases can and hopefully will help someone facing similar challenges. Today we're discussing a case involving an expungement, typically kind of a boring subject. So to begin, it's important to note that the challenge typically in an expungement is first interpreting the very lengthy statute correctly to determine whether or not you qualify for an expungement, and then going through the process and getting that expungement, which typically is all done on paper via motions and proposed orders. Point being, there's not a lot of litigation or time in the courtroom on these matters. Well, of course, that was a little different in this case. So we had a client who retained our services to receive an Oklahoma County expungement for a previous conviction of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. This particular client had called several law firms prior to ours to question other attorneys about getting this expungement and was told that he did qualify. Luckily, he did call our firm. We spoke with him, investigated the specifics of his case, his criminal history, things of that nature, and determined he did in fact qualify. And upon him retaining, we motioned the court for that expungement. Now, the first thing we got in this case was Oklahoma County District Attorney's Office submitting an objection, filing an objection to our expungement, claiming he did not qualify. That was followed by OSBI, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, likewise filing an objection to that expungement request, forcing us to then set a hearing date and file a response to that objection. Now, luckily, we gave our response well enough, explained the statutes and his legal right to such an expungement well enough that both of those entities withdrew their objections. However, the arresting agency, a city here in the Oklahoma City metro area, now had jumped into the fray, and we're also objecting to the expungement and wanted to be heard in court. And so we went to court here in Oklahoma County. Both parties gave their legal argument as to why our client either did in our case or did not in the city's case qualify for an expungement. And luckily and expectedly, we were right in that case, and our client was able to get an expungement under Title 22, Chapter 18, subsection 13, which did allow him to receive an expungement of both of his arrest record and his criminal court record in this case. Now, he had real-world stakes riding on this, as he'd been temporarily released from his job pending the outcome of this. Luckily, with our help and this expungement, he will be able to return to work and continue providing for his family. So again, a very real-world outcome in this situation, and clearly a success story. So this case highlights, I think, just how critical it is to have the right legal advice, the right legal strategy and representation from the very beginning. So whether it's building a strong defense or navigating a post-conviction option, as in this case, having an experienced attorney can make all the difference. So if you are someone or someone you know is facing criminal charges or seeking a post-conviction relief of some sort, don't wait. Reach out to me to discuss how I might be able to help. And if I can't help, I will at least give you an understanding of where you stand. So thanks for watching this episode of Case Closed, and I'll see you next time with another success story and some more lessons learned from the courtroom. And in the meantime, if you would like to speak with somebody at my firm, give us a phone call at 405-888-5400 or look us up online at Oklahoma City Criminal Defense Attorney.pro.